Yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you guys? What's your situation? How you guys doing? Hello. Cory's just wonderful, handsome, and adorable looking. Aw. Say more. Keep going. Continue, please. Thank you, Cubs fans, for the tier 1. Sydney for the 12 months. Yeah, honestly, I don't blame you guys if you guys don't want to watch my stream today. Some of the BB26ers are popping off with their stream plans. I'm, like, overwhelmed. So the two people I'm referring to, one of them, my boy, actually both my boys, honestly. First of all, Quinn, who is going to be streaming on Twitch soon, but in the meantime has dropped this monstrosity. What the fuck? This is before Twitch. Thank you, JPR, and Nothing is Trivial. I appreciate you. The air mattress gone to Cory haters on Twitter. Wait. Was the theory that I had an air mattress in my room and I was sleeping in here? Was that the theory? Because America and I are on the rocks. Very perceptive. 7 days a week. I think this is alongside potentially the Twitch streaming. What were you saying about the mattress? I didn't see any of this, but I assume that was the logic. Babe. See, haters? I called her Babe. The streets are saying that you're breaking up. The logic as to why me and America break up all rely on the assumption that two things have to be true. You're a misogynist, and America is going to form an alliance like Johnny Bananas. You got to have both these different qualities. Anonymous gifting A-Dog. Much needed. Honestly, that's the bigger sign than anything that we're on the rocks. What streets do y'all go in? See, that's why you're not real, L. You don't go on Twitter and search for it. Get out of my chat. Go do your work. Get on Twitter. Find the haters. Come back, okay? Skeezy situations. We might do skeezy situations at the end, depending on how long the first exercise takes. It's very possible. You don't search out hate? Oh, you should. You should. First of all, a fantasy football update. I'm playing Nicole Lyog, and I am 3 points away from moving to my fantasy football finals. All I need is Bijan Robinson to put up 6 points today, and he's already at 2.7. So, you know, to all the people that have a vested interest in my fantasy football performance, there you go. Can we be friends, Cory, if you don't mind me asking? I don't think so. The fact that you're watching a Big Brother player on Twitch, like 2 years after a season, that's enough of a red flag for me. What if he gets 5.9? Then it's Jover. Absolutely Jover. You hit Rodgers and Adams, Jesus. But again, thank you, Anonymous, for the gift. Nothing's Trivial, JPR, for the gift. Good to see you again, JPR. How you guys doing? We got a classic Cory Wartenberger stream. There's going to be some ranking, some Google Formsing, some Brant stealing. Really, this is you know how they have like actors on actors, like who's the actor's favorite actor? I feel like this is the Cory's stream watching's favorite stream. It's got all the elements of a good Cory stream. I love watching Big Brother. Oh, it's good. They were analyzing the air pressure in the air mattress. I see. The stock stream. Don't call it the stock stream. I would like to call it the classic stream. The return to roots stream, perhaps. Not the replacement level stream, for example. Are we ranking them 1 to 25? No, because that would be boring as hell, because no one fucking... A lot of you bitches lie and say you've seen every season, but you haven't. I'm one of those bitches. I mean, I have seen everyone, but I legitimately saw Big Brother 9 when I was 6 years old. Flavor of Love? I don't think so. I'm not moved by I Love New York. I'll be honest. We might get back into it at some point, but I want to stop promising that I'm going to do it. So, Do you guys want to dive into it? Is there anything to talk about? Oh, so what I was going to say was Quinn is streaming every day alongside Twitch streaming, so he's content out the wazoo. And Cedric, I can't pull it up on Instagram, says he wants to become a professional tennis player, and I assume the content there is going to be fire. So BB26 doing big things. BB25, on the other hand, we're on Google Forms, baby. Wahoo. Did you see Tiffany Pollard is going to be hosting some sort of reality show? Yeah, I did. We'll see if it's good. I don't know. It's Izzy's birthday. Is that right? I should text her. I just need a confirmation in chat that it is Izzy's birthday because I got to put it in my calendar. It is amazing. Riley should have a podcast coming out in the next few years, and I will be a guest. Mark my words. Mark my words. One day I want to go and watch Survivor Bushwick. It's a like an org that happens in Bushwick, New York. Izzy was in it. Izzy won. We got to do a deep dive. Cerise IG posted everything. That's cute. You should have known, Cory. Yeah, probably, but you know. America, if you're here, dying to know if you're going to see Baby Girl. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, the movie. Okay. The movie. There's a movie called Baby Girl. Got it. I'm locked in. I don't know if you were referring to yourself in the third person as Baby Girl. I don't know if there's another Baby Girl in the picture that I'm unaware of. But yes, we're going to see Baby Girl. I can't wait. I don't know if she's still in chat. If America says I don't want to see Baby Girl, I will be seeing it by myself. I saw a perfect tweet that was like, I lost all interest in seeing this movie when I realized that she's Baby Girl, not him. And I do feel the same way. By the way, Nathan, thank you for the 1 year. Congrats on getting your piss hat. Hope you have a wonderful and safe holidays as well. You can never make me like Quinn. And here's the thing. Undelete that message, Mike. I want to see him, if you can. Because I think it's extremely important to have, a diversity of perspective in this chat. So if you don't like Quinn, that's totally fair. I understand that. I respect that. Oh, you're banned. Whoops. My hand slipped on the keyboard. Literally slipped. I don't know how that happened. Is anybody? That was weird. I gotta start using these buttons more on stream. Here's my other options. That's our soundboard, okay? Loki wanted to see Craven to compare it to Madam Web. Madam Web was fun. I liked it. It was very camp, right? If you ever started your own burger shop, what ingredient would the main burger have? And would the shop be called Wharton Burgers? It's actually too similar to Wahlburgers, but I would call it Wharton Burgers. I think I'm a big fried egg on burger person. I love fried egg on burgers. I think my special twist would be I'd do hot Fritos. Would be my secret ingredient. What do you guys think? Hot Fritos and egg. It would almost be like a grilled cheese burrito, the more I'm describing it. Yeah, hot Fritos are a thing, and they're the best chip on the market. Just got an erectile dysfunction ad. Oopsie. It happens. Thank you, Carson, for the prime. 7 months. What color hat does that get you, Carson? Type in chat. My opinion on... Shut up. But yeah, so anyways, how are you guys doing? I think we're about ready to start this little exercise. It might take a minute. So here's what we're doing today, okay? Very simple. We've done stuff like this before. Survivor Desi, Thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. How you feeling about the Cardinals? They fucked up by losing twice to Seattle. We needed one of those games. That being said, if we beat the Rams and the Rams beat the Seahawks, we're golden. So all we have to do, we have some layup games. We just got to beat the Rams, and the Rams beat the Seahawks. I think the Rams are better than the Seahawks. So we're still alive, but losing both of those to the Seahawks was such a throw. But we're also not that good, so we'll take it. Here's the exercise today. We are going to be ranking the best final threes. Now, what's important is ranking these final threes on what criteria? Is it a rich tapestry? Not really. Not this time. We are ranking on the gameplay. And I'm talking more specifically about the gameplay they exhibited on that season. So, if you're ranking Dan from BB14, we're taking his BB14 game, not just Dan, the man, the myth, the legend. Same with Cody on BB16, perhaps, is an even better example. Because I think, obviously, people on 22 would rate Cody a lot higher than they would on 16, okay? So, we are ranking on gameplay. Now, we are not doing a 1 to 25 ranking. That'd be kind of boring. Ultimately, what's the difference between the 23rd and the 22nd best? Like, no one gives a shit. Instead, what we're doing is everybody will choose, in their opinion, the 6 strongest final threes. In their opinion, which final threes, 6 of them, exhibited the best and strongest gameplay of that season. That'll leave us with 18 people, 6 times 3. We'll throw them all into a Brant Steel, give them unbreakable loyalty to each other, and we'll let them fight it out. We're going to do the rankings for them too, the actual stats, because I think that's actually a fun part of the exercise. So, that's the game, that's the system. Should be a fun stream. Just, another walk down Big Brother memory lane. Again, thank you, Survivor Desi. And that's the plan. So, without further ado, I'm going to share the link. Copied. Okay. Sending it in chat. Here it goes. So I'm sending it. You guys are allowed to pick 6 answers. I will, complete my response as well. Bijan's at 5. Is that right? Oh, live check. 157 to 158. Nicole Lyog, you are going down. This is for Taylor. Taylor, are you watching? I'm kidding. I'm Team Nicole. Oh, one-time house guest I'd love to see you back. Let's see. Shelly, okay. Interesting. Becky, I like it. Donnie, classic. Judd, interesting choice. I don't know what he'd have to provide a second time. Kalia, no-brainer. Michael, I think I'll always take someone back who's willing to play hard. Derek X, I don't know why his arms are doing that, but I like it. Claire, 1,000,000%. Quinn, 1,000,000%. Haley, 1,000,000%. Tommy, I'd say 1,000,000%. Cory, Crazy James, 1,000,000,000%. Eric Stein, 1,000,000%. June, she already won. Like, obviously, I'd love to see her back, but Johnny Mac, yeah, I would have loved to see him back. And then Vanessa's 1,000,000%. All right, you won. Is it over? Oh shit! Woohoo! We're going to the finals, and I think Amira just got knocked out too. So you love to see it. BB24's Enders. All right, well, okay. So if I were to rank my top 6, I'm gonna go through them and rule out the ones that I'm like, all right, no shot am I accepting it. Okay, so Will, Monica, and Nicole does not get there for me because Will's game is not good enough in 2, frankly. If Will was like a dominant winner and Nicole was there, maybe, but no. So many 2 out of 3s, exactly. There's 1 or 2 3 out of 3s. Lisa, Danielle, and Jason, tentatively I'm going to click yes. I think Danielle made a lot of mistakes that season, but she's still Danielle Reyes. Jason was awesome, and Lisa is a good player. June, Allison, and Robert. I think you could argue, like, I'll check them off for now, but I don't think they're going to make it in. Robert just does nothing for me. And I think Allison is a little bit overrated. June's a little bit overrated, but they're both really good. Like kind of an awesome final two, but Drew, Cowboy, Diane, no shot. Maggie, Yvette, Janelle, no shot. Boogie, Erica, and Janelle, just no shot. Like, honestly, Erica and Janelle just didn't play a strong game, and Boogie, is good, but not well. Dick, Danielle, and Zach. This could be one of the weakest. No, but I'm not that high on Cowboy's game, and I'm really not that high on Diane's game, and by virtue, like, they're all okay to me. Adam, Ryan, and Sheila, I don't think so. Will and Danielle being the problems in their final threes, starting out spicy. Like, okay, again, it's relative to how people talk about them. Like, we all agree on Nicole. Like, Nicole was, like, a good player who had some social problems. Will, I think some people view his Season 2 game as, like, masterful, which I definitely don't. And Monica, it's Monica. Dan, Memphis, and Jerry. Okay, I mean, Dan and Memphis are pretty good. I don't think Memphis's game here is amazing, but I'll check it off for now, and we'll see if it makes it towards the end. Jordan, Natalie, and Kevin. I think this we're going to also keep track of what's the worst final three of all time. I think right now, Dick, Danielle, and Zach is number one, but we'll see. Jordan, Natalie, Kevin, no shot. Hayden, Lane, and Enzo, that's three good players. Hayden's kind of excellent. Lane is really good, and Enzo's really good. Like, that could be one of the only 3-for-3s we get. Rachel, Portia, and Adam, I don't know if we're going to beat that. I spelled Zach wrong. I was guessing. Rachel, Portia, and Adam could be the bottom one. That's a brutal one. I mean, I think Rachel's the best out of them, and Portia is a little bit... Portia might be at that point where she's so underrated that she's overrated. Like, I think people overstate how good Portia was. Cowboy and Lane are the same, Cory. I don't think Cowboy and Lane are the same. I don't look at it that way. How many votes did Cowboy get at the end? I know Lane only got Brendan and Rachel's votes because of he still got the votes. Adam, Ryan, and Sheila are way worse. Maybe, probably, but I don't know. Like, it's all relative to BB9. They were actually some of the better players there, except for, obviously, what's your name? Cowboy got 3. All right. I don't know. Look, I told you, my biggest lapses in knowledge on Big Brother are Big Brother 5 and 9. So I'm willing to, if you guys want to go to bat for Cowboy, please do. And inform me, because I'm going to meet him on the cruise, and I need to have my ducks in a row. So when I was in Orlando, and I'm meeting all these people, right? All these reality people. I met Bo, which is crazy. It's like, oh my God, I'm sitting there at 10 years old watching Bo. It's so crazy. I'm meeting you. I shit you not. Bo talked about the nitty gritty, deep game stuff of Big Brother 6, like he's wasted. Going week to week about everything that happened and where he went wrong and where other people screwed up. It was crazy. And like, I was asking questions too. I was sitting there being like, okay, well, let's be real. Janelle gets to the final 3. Does she even win? His answer was interesting. He says she 100% loses to Yvette, but might be able to beat Maggie. And I'm like, how the fuck does that make sense? I don't understand that. And they're like, oh, because certain people were not willing to vote for. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. How'd Cowboy get an invite? Janelle's the one running things, so I think a lot of people from that era are like her friends, right? It's fine, Mike. Don't worry about it. But it was very interesting. I'd like to hear his sober thoughts as well. But anyways, let's get back to it. Rachel, Portia, and Adam, no shot. Ian, Dan, and Danielle, I don't think they get there, do they? Like, Ian is obviously one of the worst winners we've had, and Danielle is Danielle. Dan's great, but I just don't think they get there. I think they're probably close, like probably 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere like there. Andy, Gina Marie, and Spencer, I don't think that's close. Derek, Cody, and Victoria. Yeah, okay, Steve, Liz, and Vanessa is definitely there. Derek, Cody, and Victoria, I think, is very close. Okay, do I think Derek, Cody, and Victoria is better than Dan, Memphis, and Jerry is the question. And the answer is yes. I think Dan, Memphis, and Jerry is actually better. Because I think Dan is equal to Derek. Memphis and Cody are pretty similar on these seasons. I think Cody's a little bit better. But Jerry's a lot better than Victoria. So I think, I don't think I would give it to him. Steve, Liz, and Vanessa is easy. Like, Liz is even okay. Nicole, Paul, and James, I think is 100% there. These are 2 top 20 players of all time. Nicole played a really good game. Paul played a solid game. And then James played a solid game. Like, I'm very comfortable with this. Josh, Paul, and Christmas, no shot. Casey, Tyler, and JC, 100%. These are the 3 best players on the season, in my opinion. All of them, like, 8 out of 10 players or higher to me. Jackson, Holly, Nicole, no shot. Cody, Enzo, Nicole, 100%. It's not even close. Xavier, nope. Taylor, Monty Turner, nope. Jag, Matt, Bowie, nope. Chelsea, MJ, Cam, no shot. Okay. So that gives us, on the preliminary list, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have to cut 2. And I'm very comfortable cutting June Allison and Robert. And then I think I have to cut Dan, Memphis, and Jerry. I don't have season 2. Yeah, I think this is the list. I feel very happy with these 6. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's submit. Now, let me go ahead and check out the responses. We have 124. I'm going to close the form if possible. I have closed the form. Actually, I'll keep them open. We'll close them at 9:27. So if you're still doing it, I'll give you time to finish up. Also, I'd love to see 125 responses. That means over half of you did the form, or some of you did it multiple times, which is fine. We'll actually give you guys till 30, so I can make the quick thing for it, just so we can have a little bit of a presentation. It's always more fun that way. Boom, boom. I'm not going to do a presentation. It takes too long. Because I can't get good pictures of everybody. Okay. We're going to reveal the rankings, okay? So. To edit the cast. Custom edit. Personal, no, advanced edit. How do I do this? How do I still not know how to use brand steel? I've done this shit a billion fucking times. It's actually hella embarrassing. I've literally done this for years. Oh, wait, no, I edit cast size down here, right? Adjust size. We're using 18 house guests. Okay. The people still have 4 minutes. No, I'm closing them. Some of them had to get 0 votes. We'll go through the whole list. But I am closing responses now. All right, it's been closed. And now we are going to reveal the results. Hope you guys are ready. So we have 153 responses. And here's the results. Okay. So the number 1 vote getter is Lisa, Danielle, and Jason. Okay. So congratulations, Lisa. Danielle, not Durston, please. And Jason, not Dent. God, not Dent. And Jason, that is number 1. Over 50% of respondents answered them. And then at number 2, the only other above 50% is Steve, Liz, and Vanessa. I think that's about right. Okay. I'm happy with that. Then we move on to the next highest is 43.8% is Big Brother 20. Again, I have no objections to, so far it's my exact list. I'm happy with this. Maybe I influence the voters by, being there or giving these results myself. But JC is added. JC winning would definitely be a dark timeline, but we'll run with it. After 43%, the next highest is 37%, which is season 12. So that would be Hayden, Lane, and Enzo. Which then takes us to the 5th place vote getters. It's getting very close now. Does anything beat 34%? I don't believe so. And that is June, Allison, and Robert. So that cuts out one of my people. Damn. Y'all are big old school heads, huh? And the final vote getters with 30.1%. Wow. BB 22 or 18 didn't make it? Y'all are crazy for that. It's BB 14 with Ian, Dan, Danielle, right? Yeah. Wow. I think y'all fumbled hard without BB. BB 22 not being there feels borderline, offensive. Objectively wrong. 18 as well. 18, I can see it a little bit more because it's like Nicole and Paul are much better players when you consider their whole legacies, not just that one game. But 22, it's like Cody was the best player that season. Nicole was really good. Enzo was good too. But all right, that does it. This is the list, and now it's time to form the alliances. So, wait, no, we're not forming alliances like this. We're doing relationships. Reset all. So let me zoom out. This will make it easier for me at least. So Allison's relationships. She is unbreakable with Robert and unbreakable with June. Where's June? June. There you go. Dan Giesling. So Dan gets 2 entrants here, no? Wait, this is season 10, Dan. That's going to fucking annoy me. I'll keep it. No, I'm not going to keep it. It's annoying me. It's going to piss me off. I'm sorry. Nicole not being on this list. It's actually fucked up. All right. So again, Allison is... I wish they did this in order. I guess they did it alphabetically. So June and Robert. Then we go over to Dan Giesling, who's got Danielle and Ian. Then we go over to Danielle Murphys, who already has this, and then just needs to get Ian. Over to Danielle Reyes, who has Jason and Lisa. Then goes on to Enzo. Enzo almost a part of 2 of these groups. Pretty impressive. Hayden Moss, who just needs his Lane bond. Ian Terry, who already has his. Jason Guy, who just needs a Lisa bond. JC, who needs all of his. June, who I think already has... Nope, needs this one. Casey's got some of hers. Lane, I think, already has his, right? No. Hayden, Unbreakable. Enzo, Unbreakable. Lisa, I think, already has hers. Right. Yep. Liz does not have hers yet. Robert already has his. I love the idea that June and Allison are, like, unbreakably loyal to Robert. Steve just needs Vanessa. Tyler's already got his, and Vanessa's got hers. Okay. So that's good. Now we go to profiles. All right. Time to cook. All right. I'm just going to spitball this. I'm going to ask advice for the people I'm less familiar with. Does anybody remember Allison's comp record? How was Allison? No, I think MJ, Chelsea, and Cam. I mean, we can also see, like, who got the least amount of votes? BB25? No, okay. BB21 got 0. Josh, Paul, and Christmas got 1. Dick, Danielle they got a couple. Adam and Ryan, Sheila got none, basically, yeah. No, I think BB26 was a pretty weak final 3. Allison won a couple. Yeah, that's my memory. My gut is she's just kind of 3s across the board. I think she's pretty solid. I might give her like a 4 for mental. 2 HOHs, 2 vetoes. All right. I'll just say I like this. I think this seems fair to me. Dan, pretty good. I don't know. This looks fine to me. He won comps. He won a good amount. Danielle Murphy's. Danielle was kind of a fucking beast, no? Did Danielle win quizzes? Didn't Danielle win the wall? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Dan always wins the hanging one, the final 3. So Danielle Reyes, I don't think was super good, right? Anyone remember? Straight averages. Yeah, she wasn't bad. Enzo, during this season, he was like, they were clowning on him for being bad. He gets better at 22. Hayden is pretty fucking great. Like, Hayden's a beast. He's the animal. Ian, another beast. Ian was really, really good. Jason, I have no recollection. Too long ago. I'm sorry. JC was bad. Come on, Jason Guy fans. I know you guys are in the woodwork. Two HOHs and a veto. I'll give him a 4 because I'm sure he's a smart guy, but it doesn't move me. June won some stuff. She won some stuff. Casey is a beast. Seems about right to me. Casey is about as good of a comp person as you're going to get. Lane was pretty good. Not anything nuts, but he was pretty good. Lisa, she was good. Liz, what did Liz win? It's hard for me to separate the twins. I know they won stuff, but I really have no recollection. She was good at comps, yeah, okay. Sounds right. Probably was kick-ass at endurance. Pretty good here. Robert. Y'all, I couldn't even pretend to know Robert. Tyler, I'll say, is probably just... He's 5. Tyler's Tyler. And then Vanessa was a fucking beast, to be honest. But I'll just give her, like... Steve was pretty good. I think he's probably just 3 still, but Steve's pretty good. Robert wasn't good. I've heard enough. Okay. Now we're going to run through these. Allison's strategic ability, I'd say a 4. Loyalty level, definitely a 1. Social skills, it's weird. Like, she's good, but she makes enemies. I'd just say average overall. Temperament, she is quite calm. Dan is definitely a 5. Loyalty level, definitely a 1. Social skills, probably a 4. And temperament, probably usually calm, I would say. He might be always calm. Like, have we ever seen Dan, like, lose his cool like that? Danielle Murphy's definitely a 1. Definitely unbreakable. Pretty good social. A lot of people disliked her. I'll keep her at average. She might be worse. Temperament, easily anchored, for sure. Danielle Reyes, I'm going to say a 4 because she made mistakes. Loyalty level, pretty average. I mean, she betrayed people, but she was very trustworthy to Jason. I would say she's a 4 here in temperament. I don't know. Am I being too stingy with the 5s? Like, is she a 5 social skills? Is she a 5 strategy? I don't know. Maybe in general, but just based on BB3, I don't know. Enzo's strategic ability, I'll say he's average for this season. Loyalty, he's a pretty loyal guy. Socially, he's pretty great. And temperament, it's probably average. Hayden Moss's strategic ability, it's like 4. Pretty loyal guy, very good socially. He got in a fight, so I'll keep it a bit average. Ian Terry, I mean, he's still average strategic ability. I think he's average. Loyalty, he is trustworthy. He betrayed Boogie, but overall. Social skills, I'd say he's probably decent. And then temperament, honestly, easily anchored. Ian's a bit of a hothead. I love it. Jason, pretty 4, 5. 5 is Jason Guy the GOAT? is that the conclusion I'm coming to? Is that fair? Yeah, he might be just the GOAT. I don't have anything to criticize him for. Too Christian? Like, is that my criticism? Danielle was as good socially as Jason. I just know Danielle had more, like, enemies. Not just because of her DRs. Like, it was, obviously she had Jerry and, she was a little bit less good at, like, hiding her disdain for some people. But I don't think it's a huge margin. JC, definitely a 4. Definitely untrustworthy. Pretty good social skills, and his temperament is probably easily anchored. June Song, I'd give her a 4 as well. Loyalty, definitely untrustworthy. Social skills, pretty great. And temperament, say average. Casey's strategic ability, I'll give her a 3. I'm not going to give her more than that. She's definitely very trustworthy, though. Social skills, she's very good. And temperament, she's usually calm. He was loyal to Tyler, yeah. Lane, I'll keep him at a 3. Loyalty, I'll give him a 4 to the brigade. Social skills, pretty good. And temperament, yeah. I'd say he's average. Lisa's strategic ability, I want to give it a 2 to make a statement, but I'm not going to. Loyalty level, pretty trustworthy. Socially, pretty good. Temperament, pretty calm. Robert. Y'all help me out with Robert. He was pretty bad, right? I mean, he wasn't terrible. He had win equity, obviously. But how bad was he? You gave Lisa's stats to Liz. You're right. We'll get back to Robert. Liz, I think, is probably like... He was terrible. All right, I'll just go 2s. Pretty average. Social skills, probably average. I'll just go averages. Steve Moses, definitely a 4. Loyalty level, probably about average. I mean, he was willing to betray people, but he wasn't like a madman. Socially, probably... He was I'd say this is about fair for Steve. It makes it seem like he's a worse player than he actually is, but... Tyler, strategic ability. I'm going to say a 4 because he made too many mistakes. Loyalty, definitely untrustworthy. Social skills, definitely a 5. And then temperament, usually calm. Vanessa's a 5 strategy. She trusted Steve too much. Social skills, I mean, she was very up and down, but I'm going to say decent. I think it was her strategic game floating her. And then temperament is definitely easily angered. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Oh my God, it's been a ride getting to this point. Doesn't that make her trustworthy? Yeah, I mean, it's a duality to it. Tyler was loyal to his alliance. Yeah, but he was loyal to... he had a lot of alliances that he wasn't loyal to, you know what I mean? I mean, just based on these rankings, I think BB20 scares me a lot. I think BB20 is probably the strongest. BB12 is very all-around solid. And then BB3, I think, has a chance. Those seem like the front runners to me. But let's do it. All right, so we've already got, part of the brigade is forming. We have all of the BB3, Final 3, and Ian. Ian would do this, too. Ian would be freaking out. He's like, wait, you're saying I get to work with Danielle, Jason, and Lisa? All right, so Vanessa's already got her Onion Alliance within BB17. Shocking behavior from Vanessa. House gets walking to the backyard to see 2 surfboards. All right, it's kind of that wall comp kind of vibe. Here's all the brigade, 11th, 10th, 9th. And it ends up between the girlies, all right? 3rd is Danielle. Oh, Casey HOH Twitter is pissed. Casey beat Danielle Reyes in the final 2 of the first endurance comp. Oh, no. And you know she's about to nominate some fan favorites. I will say, like, it's this kind of a format. Like, if we did Big Brother Trios as a season, it would be a horrible season. Because the meta is just nominate 2 people from the trio, and then the third one's the replacement nom. But, yeah. Questionable choices, in my opinion. The winner of the Power of Veto is Allison. Now, will Allison choose to save anybody? Probably not. She doesn't have anything with these people. She's not going to. Danielle and Jason are fighting. I would love to see this fight. Danielle, Jason beefing. Jason's having a crazy start. Lisa's opening up to Danielle, and Steve makes an inappropriate comment. Classic. Danielle and Tyler are bonding. That's that Reindeer Games 2 connection. Liz attempts to blame and call out Hayden for certain actions. Okay. The most Christian fight on BB. Yeah, honestly. All right. We're all hoping for Enzo, but we'll see what happens. Allison evicts Danielle. Dan votes to evict Danielle. Danielle evicts Danielle. Hey, oh boy. Okay. So Ian again in the final 4 alliance with BB3. Yeah, it looks like we're losing Danielle a bit early. Oh, wait. No, it's Danielle. It's Danielle. By a vote of 9-6, Danielle has been evicted. All right. BB3 is weak, but you guys have to keep in mind, BB3 is actually 4 people. So now they've lost Danielle, but Ian's still there. Ian's still there, y'all. We're good. We're chilling. And oh boy, we have an alliance. we got the majority. It's BB17, so Vanessa, Steve, and Liz. BB4 and Dan. How does he do it? How does he do it? I'm telling you what, Dan and Ian running this game. Ian's with BB3. Dan's with BB4 and 17. Mastermind at work. It's crazy. It's a booth question. Okay. And it's down to Ian, Tyler, and Danielle. So obviously Dan's rooting for anyone but Tyler. And he's not going to get his wish. Tyler has the opportunity to take a big swing right now. I hope he does. And he doesn't. He folds. It seems like BB3 is the early targets. But this is where Dan thrives with Danielle on the block. And he gets to play, so he's going to try to save her. And Jason wins, which I think means he should be able to save BB3, no? I think he saves BB3 here. He saves Lisa. And then the replacement nom is kind of scary. Yeah? Lane. Okay. My gut tells me Dan should be able to get 17 and 4 to vote out Lane. And Ian could even get BB3 to vote out Lane, but we'll see what happens. Jason and Liz are bonding. Lisa finds JC creepy. Justice for Lisa. Threatens to quit. I don't blame you. And Jason's just popping off, basically. All right. Allison votes to evict Danielle. Dan votes to evict Lane. Danielle. Lane. Danielle. Uh-oh. Lane. Danielle. Lane. Danielle. Wow. An 8-6 vote. BB17 voted Danielle out. Okay. Well, that's not good for Dan. Dan just lost a big number, but he still has his theoretical alliance. Good thing he branched out, but he's not able to push them to do anything important. 2 women back to back. What is the breakdown here? Men to women. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it was a 10-8, and all 10 guys are left. That's tough. It's the bathtub comp. Oh, I'd love a Dan HOH. See what he cooks up. Instead, we get a Robert HOH. Oh boy, I feel like Robert is like Chicken George in the season. You know what I mean? It's like, what's Robert doing here? Lisa and Hayden. Lisa seems to be the house target. Eventually, we're going to split up the brigade, right? Shirley? Robert's just dominating the week. Okay. Chat's worst nightmare season. Oh, we got a ways to go as well. Oh, it's going to be Lisa, right? Oh, boy. Ian's on the right side of history, at least. All right, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 7-3. Oh, it's over. Wow. All right, so we've lost Danielle, and Lisa. We're only down to Allison, Liz, and Vanessa. Casey's there as well, so we got 4 women left. 4 women left, all right. Not ideal. Actually, we have 5. June, Casey, Vanessa, Liz, and Allison. No new... Oh, wow. The brigade is no more. But here's the thing. I think the big majority alliance needs to take care of the brigade immediately. That seems very obvious to me. I love the Jason and Ian pairing. I hope they do well. But Ian's not involved in the important stuff. Clearly the best positioned person in the game. Just looking at this, who is it? Because I know the answer. To me, it seems very obvious that Vanessa is in the best position. She's in the majority alliance with the smaller onion, with the even smaller onion. Who's surprised? We're doing slip and slide. And it comes down to Casey, Tyler, and Ian. Come on, Ian. Oh, Tyler gets another HOH. 2 in 4 weeks. And he nominates Dan and Hayden. Okay, at least taking a swing. You can respect that, 2 men. You can almost guarantee a veto is going to be used because this doesn't seem right. Dan Houseguest choices Ian. You love to see it. They have a 2/3 shot of winning it. And, oh man. Dan Houseguest choices Ian, and Ian wins and uses the veto on Dan. And the replacement is Allison. Okay, here's the thing, though. Allison's in the majority alliance. She should absolutely be fine here. Should absolutely be fine. She's in the majority alliance. Hayden's not. This is how you get rid of one of the brigade members. Let's first of all let's get rid of the brigade votes, okay? Enzo's voting and Lane's voting to evict Allison. We know that. Now let's go ahead and get Allison's surefire votes. We know Allison is going to have June, and we know Allison's going to have Robert. Okay. We're 2-2. Now, in her alliance is also BB17. That's going to prove pivotal. So let's show BB17's vote, Vanessa. Oh, no. Oh, no. BB17 is actually split. So it's 4-3 Allison right now. I think a lot's going to come down to Dan and Ian, potentially. Dan votes Allison, and Ian votes Hayden. Okay, it's 5-4, I believe, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it all comes down. We'll put Jason's. Oh, boy. It's 6-4. We need Casey and JC. Oh, no. Oh, man. We lost another one. We lost another one by a vote of 8-4. Allison has been evicted. The entire pre-jury of women. This is upsetting. We knew it was going to happen, though. When we saw those initial noms, it was too good to be true. And this alliance dissolves. All the women are falling apart. This is rough. It's the ball one. And it comes down to, Vanessa. We've never needed a W more than this. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Ian wins. Okay, well, Ian's an ally. Ian's been an ally all game. He's been voting to keep the women all season. All season. And he puts up Casey and Hayden. Fuck. I mean, you guys don't care about Casey like that, though, right? She's also got a great shot at winning the veto. Dan. Okay, House gets choice again. They're just pinging each other back and forth. Okay, well, it looks like one of the women's going to win a veto. All right, Casey saves herself. Okay. I don't think we're going to end up having a woman on the block this week. Surely Ian doesn't put up... Who's even left? Vanessa and Allison? Allison's got evicted. Tyler. Okay. Allison Grodner in shambles. First guy is going to be evicted this week. All right, Dan and Hayden bond well. That's a huge thing for Hayden. If I'm Dan, I'm getting rid of Tyler immediately. Keep the brigade as a shield. You've got your new relationship with Hayden. This seems pretty obvious to me. So let's first of all do the gimmies. You know, JC and Casey. We know where they're voting, and then we know where the brigade's voting. I think someone in the brigade has been nominated almost every week. Kind of odd. They've survived every week though. All right, now let's see where Dan's voting. All right, Dan's voting to evict Tyler. He likes my plan. Did he get Ian to vote with him? Or Ian's HOH? All right. Let's see BB17. Okay, Liz is on her own island. Liz does something at whatever she wants. But it looks like Tyler's kind of cooked. Robert is a Hayden vote. June's a Tyler vote. I think it's over. Yeah, Tyler's cooked. For the first Brant steal in a while, Tyler is not going to win. Very impressive. All right. A new alliance forms. All right, Jason Guy has joined BB17. Huge for Jason. Jason lost his BB3 people early, but he's found his way back in. He's right back. And this is a loyalty 9 across the board. Also has Ian connection here. From what I'm seeing, I'm very worried about the brigade and Ian moving forward. I think they're in trouble. All right, knockout comp. It comes down to Steve, Vanessa, and June. June been pretty quiet. Gonna stay quiet. And Vanessa wins immediately after forming this thing with Jason. All right, Vanessa. Come on. What are we cooking up? Vanessa, stop fucking around. Put up 2 people in the brigade. 2 of them on the block together. Hayden, Lane, done. Right here. Oh, I missed it. Well, it was JC and Enzo. Look, BB20 is a good target, but without Tyler, how dangerous are they? Vanessa draws Robert. Enzo draws Ian. JC draws Steve. Okay. And the winner, Steve. Okay, I mean, Steve shouldn't use this, right? Okay. So I think for the 7th week in a row, I'm pretty sure it's been all 6 weeks, there's a brigade member on the block. Will they finally take the fucking shot? Well, we know Hayden's not going to. We know Lane's not going to. Now, we know Casey's going to vote to keep JC. Now, let's see what happens now. So, let's do BB17 first. Steve's voting Enzo. And, is that it? Where's Liz? Yeah, Liz votes Enzo. Okay, I think we're finally losing a brigade member. Robert votes JC. Okay, let's do this vote count, though. We got 1 JC, 2, 3. It's 3-3, and it all comes down to Dan, Ian, Jason, and June. So let's do Jason first. He's voting JC. June is voting JC. Oh, man. Dan votes Enzo, and Ian votes JC. Wow. Wow, and it swings, and I think by a vote of 6-4, JC is cooked, and the brigade stays strong through 6 weeks. Here's the thing about keeping shields around. Keeping shields around is great until they start rattling off HOHs. Look, it's totally fine for Steve to get rid of Meg in the double eviction as long as Austin, Liz, and Julia don't win the comps coming up. But I don't know. None of them are slouches, so I'm kind of worried. Enzo's not that good, but yeah, I mean, definitely BB17 seems to be running the table right now. Hanging from disco balls. And, okay, we got a brigade member in here. Casey's on her own now. All the people in the Majority Alliance are begging for a Liz HOH. Begging. And they get it. Damn, Twitter's pissed. And she puts up 2 members of the brigade. One of them's going home, Shirley. But they both can house guest choice. They both can pick Lane. So, seems pretty possible. Liz draws June. Hayden house guest choice is Lane. Enzo draws Vanessa. And the brigade gets 6th, 5th, and 4th. We're losing a guy this week. We're losing a brigade member. Vanessa wins the veto. Uses on Enzo. Oh, fuck. What did she cook up? No way the brigade survives, right? It has to be Lane. Lane has to be the replacement nom. It has to be. Has to be. Ian. Oh, fuck. Honestly, I think it's a pretty good move by Vanessa. Isolate Jason from Ian. Jason has to go with them now, but there's no way they survive this vote, right? No way. Dan finds Ian creepy. Ian attempts to blame Steve. Oh, he's melting down, too. So it's Hayden and Ian on the block. All right, well, let's get Enzo and Lane's votes. Let's get Dan's vote. Oh, fuck. Dan, what about your unbreakable bond? I guess he is a backstabber. Well, Jason should vote to keep Ian at least, yeah. June, oh no, oh boy, the Ian backdoor and the brigade survives. A 7th, let me just check this to confirm. So, it was Enzo on the block week 1, Lane on the block week 2, Hayden on the block week 3, Hayden on the block week 4, Hayden on the block week 5, Enzo on the block week 6, and Hayden on the block week 7. The brigade's been nominated at eviction every single week and has had 0 losses. And that takes us to the final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Final pre-jury boot coming up with 3 members of the brigade, all of BB17, Casey, the lone survivor from 20, Dan, the lone survivor from 14, Jason, the lone survivor from 3. And Robert's there. Robert and June are 2 from 4, so. Oh, this dissolves. Interesting. They said it's getting towards the end game. It's time to play individually. Boy, if the brigade gets a win, everyone's going to feel so stupid, especially after they had 9 chances to vote out Hayden. They just keep winning, though. Like, all right, so surely it's going to be 2 members of the brigade. The third one is the replacement nom. We're not fucking around anymore, unless Dan's got something cooked. Okay, June is safe. Hayden is safe. Enzo is safe. Lane is safe. He's pulling a fucking power move, eh? Casey and Steve. Nominating someone from 17 is pretty fucking bold. Dan is with Hayden, that's true. But he nominates none of the Brigade. I think the way Dan sees it is he needs the Brigade and BB17 to go after each other. But if he goes after Vanessa, he knows Vanessa will immediately go after him. I don't hate the play. He's basically playing the middle. Vanessa, Liz, Jason. I mean, Steve has a great shot at coming off the block here. And he's going to. All right, Dan, what have you cooked up? I don't like him putting up Casey, though. I think that's a big misplay. Renom's lane. He really is just playing the middle. He's just trying to, not anger anyone too much. Well, surely right now we're going to lose the first Brigade member before jury. Enzo and Hayden are voting to evict Casey. Now, let's see what the BB4 does. June and Robert evict Lane, okay? Jason evicts Casey. So it all comes down to BB17. Liz evicts Lane. Steve evicts Lane. Vanessa evicts Lane. They finally got one. 5-3. BB17 takes their shot at the Brigade. Good play. We're at jury. The only remaining trio is BB17. We got 2 from BB4. 2 from the Brigade. 1 from BB3. 1 from BB20. 1 from BB14. All right. Vanessa is said, I'm playing solo from now on. See how it works out. She would do this every so often on BB17. And then she'd get it back together. Rolling up, bowling down. Oh, bowl arena. Who do I want to win this? I'd love a June or a Jason HOH. A Liz HOH is boring. Let's go. A June HOH. All right, time for June to make some noise. Okay, it looks like she's keeping 17 safe. Maybe not. Yeah, she does. Wow. Jason and Enzo. We're really letting these guys run pretty far, no? June picks Robert. Okay. And the winner is June. She has full power, and she's got a plan. Okay. She's got a plan. And her replacement is Casey. I think this is a stupid as shit plan. Like, Casey is not a fucking problem for you. Well, these are both lone wolves. Let's see where Dan votes. He's voting over Casey. Let's see where Robert... The HOH wants Jason gone. Interesting. The rest of the Brigade's down. But now BB17's the decider once again. Oh, Vanessa flips! What the fuck? So that's why she dipped from her alliance. She flips on BB17 and Jason to vote out Jason. Wow. Because I was about to say, like, how dumb are you, June? You really put up Casey and then your target, Jason, stays. Instead, she flips to a 4-3 vote. And Jason goes. Okay. Vanessa's cooking. It's funny. We saw all the steps of it. Vanessa dipped from her alliance and then, All right, Hayden and Enzo have solidified their final 2. All of a sudden, you got to say Steve's probably in the best position in the house. I think it's fair. Walk the plank. Oh, okay, it's BB17. I would love a Vanessa HOH. Liz, okay. So we assume she's still going to keep Vanessa and Steve safe. Robert, Dan, June, Vanessa, Steve, okay. So puts up the Brigade. I think this is the right play for Liz. I think it's definitely the right play. It's the most, powerful duo outside of them. Enzo Hauska's choice is June. I guess he has no one to pick, really. Hayden winning would be interesting. Robert wins. Should keep things the same, you'd imagine. Use on Enzo. Enzo's getting all these fucking... I think Enzo's just the perma pawn, I guess. But what is Liz cooking up? Casey. Okay. They said, we've kept you here long enough, Casey. It's time to go. I still think for 17, they got to get rid of the Brigade. They got to get rid of these 2. So Enzo's going to vote to evict Casey. Let's see what Dan's doing. Casey. June is Casey. Hayden. Casey, okay. Casey's been backdoored a few times, but this time is the permanent one. Okay. So we're at the final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who's going to get the Cory Wertenberger spot? Oh, man, this is what happens when you let 2 people from the fucking brigade get here. June beats them. 2 HOHs in the past 3 weeks. Damn, Vanessa's playing one hell of a game. Oh, damn, BB17 is just going to run the fucking table, eh? Dan, honestly, Dan and Robert. Who's the guy on BB10? Is it Steven? Who Dan was boys with? At the start, who got evicted? I feel like Dan and Robert have that kind of thing. Brian. Steven's the other guy. Okay, so the Brigaders up on the block again. Not like that's going to stop them from, both surviving, obviously. All right, Liz wins. No shot Liz uses this. No shot. She doesn't. Okay, we're down to 1 member of the brigade. We'll just do all of these people's first. And then, all right, so if Season 17 wants to make a play, they can. But I think Hayden is the right vote here. Yeah. First unanimous vote of the season. Hayden is in the Cory Wertenberger spot. The baby girl infantilized man of the season. And this majority alliance is still just here. You know what I mean? Who's not in this? Who's not in this group? It's just Enzo. It's just Enzo. So this 6-person alliance really has run the table. Very committee-esque. Oh, Dan HOH would be... Oh, Dan HOH would be something. Dan at the final 7. Dan, don't put up Enzo. All I ask is you don't put up Enzo. Please. Okay, we know his boy Robert is safe. Vanessa's safe. Liz is safe. And June is safe. All right, Steve and Enzo. We need Enzo to come off this block. We need Enzo to force Dan to make the right play. Enzo Hauska's choice is June again. Okay. Come on, Enzo. Come on, Enzo. Oh, fuck. Shit is about to hit the fan. All right. Dan, you got to put up someone from 17. You can't put up June here. Put up Liz. Liz is the move here. Right here. Vanessa. Fuck. I mean, that's probably an even better move. I just didn't think it would be a possibility. All right, Dan executes again on his HOH. All right. Well, Liz should vote to evict Vanessa. That's a tough one. Steve. Look, say what you will about Vanessa. She is not easy to backdoor. That's kind of her claim to fame. Unbackdoorable. And Vanessa survives. Dan and Vanessa having a heated argument. I mean, Dan would just, pillowcase up. And the alliance dissolves. All right, y'all. It's a solo game now. Huge for Enzo. An Enzo HOH would be pretty wicked. June gets her 3rd HOH in, I think, 6 weeks. So Robert, who I don't think has ever been nominated, is going to continue coasting. Enzo, Dan, and Robert putting up the girlies from 17. Robert wins. Should not use it. Okay. And we're losing another one. Can Vanessa survive another vote? No shot, right? Vanessa, Liz, Vanessa. See, Dan and Robert are like this. Literally like this. It's so clear to me. I don't know why they're not showing it on the screen. But just like that, we lose Steve and Vanessa back to back. And there we go. We've been waiting for this. The showmans. We've been waiting for this. We all saw it coming. Loyalty 9, Enzo and June. And you know he's going to keep his queen safe. Junzo. June and Robert. I think June's going to win this game because June has Robert and Enzo. All right, between Robert, Liz, and Dan. Dan needs this desperately. Desperately. Oh, he's so clutch. Oh, he's so fucking clutch. And now Enzo has to put up Robert is the only play. And now Dan has to vote out Robert. It's the only play. Dan needs to work with Liz. But they don't have the votes. No, they don't have the votes. At this point, you just vote out Liz. You vote out Liz because Robert and Enzo are, Enzo and June are gonna vote to keep him. Yeah, you just gotta go with the squad at this point. So it's the Showmance and Robert and Dan. I mean, Dan gotta win one of these two comps if he wants a chance. All right, the first one goes to Robert. Which means Dan, if he doesn't win the veto, it's officially over. All right, he makes it to top 3. Oh, fuck. Oh, boy. Squeaks his way in to the final 3. Gonna use it. June has to go up. One of the Showmans is being cut. He's got to cut June here. Not cutting June here is unforgivable. You got to cut June and then try to win Robert back. That's the play. You have to. It's got to be June. There it is. And now I think Dan's going to win the game because I think Robert's going to take him. And I think it gives him a 2 out of 3 shot. All right, part 1. Dan never loses part 1. He just doesn't lose part 1. All right, Dan, strike a deal. Strike your fucking deal. Doesn't even need the deal. I think Dan won. Holy shit. He evicts Robert. Oh. He saw something that I didn't. I thought he was for sure I thought Robert was the pawn, was the, easy person to take to the end. Enzo's a goat, clearly, yeah. And we get to the final. All right, let's count out these votes. So Dan doesn't have any of his BB14 people, which is tough. I think, like most of the season, it's going to be the BB17 people who are going to be the swings. You got to think June's going to be Enzo, Lane's going to be Enzo. That gives him 2 votes already. But he needs some other people, right? All right, well, let's do this. Let's do June first. He's going to vote for Enzo. Let's do Lane next. Enzo, okay. So now let's do some of the let's do Robert's vote. It's going to be Dan. Robert respects Dan cutting him. You like that. We're going to save BB17 for now. We know Hayden's going to vote for Enzo as well. Okay. So it's 3-1. Dan needs to pick up some of these other votes. And he gets Jason's vote. It is a ballsy-ass play going to the end with someone who you know has 3 locked-in votes. But he took that gamble. Gets Casey's vote, too. And all of a sudden, it's 3-3, and it's just season 17 left. Liz votes for Dan to win. Steve votes for Enzo. And it is a 4-4 vote with Vanessa being the sole decider. The winner of Big Brother Final Threes is Enzo. Oh, Dan loses another jury vote. Oh, no. Oh, and AFP is going to Hayden. Oh, my God. He fumbled so hard taking Enzo to the end, I think. Perfect ending for a sucky season. There are some high points, some good comp outcomes. Votes received, Hayden had 19. Dan had 3 HOHs, 2 vetoes, adding to his legend. Dan had the most comp wins along with Robert. Good run from Robert, I'll tell you that much. Vanessa would be a bitter juror, 100%. Very surprised by Steve. Let's resimulate. Who gets the final three? Steve, Vanessa, Danielle, and the winner, Steve or Vanessa. Steve wins. Okay, let's... So is BB17 just busted here? Robert is weirdly set up well. Casey wins. Tyler. Yeah, so it's like BB20 and BB17 seem to be the strongest casts, right? Robert consistently does very well. He never wins, but he always gets very deep, which is bizarre because he did not have good stats. Wow, Dan and Liz. Who's getting this one? Dan. Dan votes received is 0. Nah, it's pretty fucked up. Look, hey, no juries are wrong though, right? No juries are wrong. So that'll do it. That was fun. It's always fun. I feel like Brand steals are fun if you allow yourself to get involved, get engaged, have a good time. You know what I mean? And I feel like we did that. They'd be better if we had feeds, though. But that'll do it. Let me make sure I won my fantasy football game. I'll tell you, Bijan Robinson's not playing well, but playing well enough. But that'll do it. Obviously, podcast tomorrow. America and I have decided we're going to do the BB Can 10 premiere live. Because I think it'll be more fun to have like that level of engagement with you guys. It's all right, Ned. The VOD will always be there. So we'll do like the premiere live. We'll do the triple eviction live. We'll do like the moments. Safety chain, maybe we'll do live. I just think that's more fun for you guys. Obviously, the recorded video will be there too. For anyone who has to miss it. First week's only 2 episodes for BB Can 10. Maybe we'll do the first week then. That'll be on Friday. Podcast tomorrow. I think that being on Friday makes sense to me. Let me confirm with America and we'll post in the Patreon is what we'll do. Where can we watch the episodes? I'm going to try to have it on the screen, but I got to see if that's possible and if the YouTube video will get struck down. But I get the links through RHAP, like the patron stuff. But I think there's like a... Honestly, just people in the chat, you could say where you can find them, because I know you guys know. I forget what their website's called, but you can watch on Hamster Watch, okay. Stream from a burner YouTube account. Yeah, but you got to get that account like verified, which doesn't take that long, but... Anyways, that'll do it. Fun, pretty chill stream. Yeah, just hanging out. Video Brothers, the one I know. So I'm gonna go eat some protein mac